the deal? Bang, 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 bang. What's happening? West. I'm gonna drop a whole lot of West right now, just because the East man ain't here. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of Easty in me too. You know what I'm saying? But it's West. You know what it is. You know what it is. Patio fan, what's going on? I am in the driver's seat. Yes, I am the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. You are in the passenger seat with me. We got a show. And I hope y'all the That's what I hope y'all are, because the guest that we got here, you know what I'm saying, he cooks up a lot of things. But the main ingredient in everything that he cooks is art. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of art to be had. So if y'all thinking how I'm thinking and your stomach is, you know what I'm saying, on the little tip where you about to grab your plate and get on up in the room and sit down, you know what I'm saying? I want to ask y'all, what's on the menu? We're going to find out as soon as we come from this theme with the guest that we have here. It's the Patio PolitiCz, King Mac Millie. Let's go.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We tryna be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you're rockin' with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Tryna be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while.
Yeah. I hope you stay a while, because I said what's on the menu. So if you ain't hungry, you ain't gonna get no food. You figure deal me. But if you sticking around and you got your plate ready, you got your utensils, your drink and everything, we fit to sit up at the table, because this guy here that I have with me, a good friend of the show, a good friend to the family, you know what I'm saying? Family, how shall I say? You know, a very, 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 very talented man when it comes to acting and writing. Without further ado, y'all want to know what's on the menu? Well, Omar Cook is about to let you know what's happening.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the patio. How you feeling, dog?
Oh, man, I'm blessed to be here. You know, it's the Patio PolitiCz. You feel me? They say you made it when you made it to the podcast, and I'm just thankful to be here, bro.
Oh, well, you done made it. I appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, there's so much that I want to get into with you, but what I really want to know, let me see. Do I want to ask that before we get into the 3 Ps? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I see you do a little bit of how do you call that? You probably have a better term, but the motion censoring, things of that nature or whatever, for sports games or whatever. Let me ask you: is it better, or shall I say, a funner challenge to do that type of work, or actually play the sport?
Oh man, they both have their challenges, you know.
Okay.
I would say with doing motion capture, you got to be more precise in the movement that you're doing. Mm-hmm. So it's just more concentrated in that type of movement.
It's like a repetitive thing too.
It's repetitive, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely got to be in shape. That's one thing that I saw going through that process, is being in shape, working for 8 hours a day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In a suit where you're doing actual stunt. You know how set be over and over and over and over. So it can be tiring and exhausting and a lot on your body. I would say with the game, you know, in real life, it just comes with a lot more pressure, you know what I'm saying, in the moment, because you don't know what's going to happen. So, you know, you're relying on so many different factors in the game to, you know, influence the outcome. I'd say, you know, I'd really say, I mean, nothing beats a game. You know, nothing beats the competitiveness of playing in the game. I think that's the hardest thing, period.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So I'll pop into that brain, see how I operate just a little bit. We're gonna touch more on that motion capturing, but right here on the patio, you already know how it goes. We got a series of questions that we like to ask you. We call it the 3 Ps. And at this moment in time, Mr. Cook needs you to prepare this menu for your boy and let us all know what are your pleasures, your purpose, and your passions in life.
Man, okay, good questions. Let's start with pleasures, huh? What pleases me, man? What pleases me is having the people that surround me be positive, and having dope opportunities. I love eating at the table with my people. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big factor in what makes me happy each day with what I do. It's dope to have individual success, but when you got team success, it's such a better feeling. And what's dope to me, what pleases me is getting up each day and being able to choose to do what I want to do with my time. That's very big for me, is setting a schedule that allows me to do exactly what I want to do in life.
That's valuable.
And be successful. So I think that's a real thing that I've learned over time as I've traveled the ages, right? Is learning that I really value my time. You know what I'm saying? And energy.
As one should.
Absolutely.
You figure out how valuable time is.
Absolutely.
Once you actually like slow down and like just take a look.
Right.
Just be like, oh shit, man.
Sure.
Shit.
Start to see where you're spreading your time out, where your time is going throughout the day. There's only so much time throughout the day, right?
You only get 24.
And if you're spending half of it dedicating it to other people or other passions or projects, I mean, you just lost half your life right there. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, you start adding those days up.
And then you got to take a third off of that because
you got to sleep too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a whole lot that goes into it. And then what else I got? Passions. Passions, man. My passions. My passions influence a lot. It's so different because I do so much. So I really don't have like a true, I want to wake up and do this. Like one day it changes, tomorrow I want to write a movie. Today I want to write a book. Tomorrow I want to direct, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow I might want to
that's the overall passion for just the art itself, you know what I'm saying? So the menu's going to be different every day. You never know what you're going to get.
I got a passion to create. So I can say that, you know what I'm saying? I'm very passionate about putting dope stuff out for the world and having people vibe with it. Whether it's a movie, you know what I'm saying, whether it's an article or what have you, I just want to be able to connect with people on different types of levels. So, I would say that's a big passion, is really just influence people in a positive way. Then what else I got? Passion, pleasure. Purpose. Yeah. Man, my purpose here is to do something that's never been done in my family. Some generational changing type stuff here, bloodline changing stuff, because why not? Right?
Why not?
I want to be the best that I can be for the people that's coming behind me and to show that anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? I think I owe that to the people that came before me, is to be the best version of myself. And that's really my goal here. There's nothing else that really supersedes that. Just being the best version of myself is very valuable to the world.
I could dig it. Within creation, what all have you created to give to the public to share that vibe?
Oh man, I dedicated myself to creating a business that champions Black culture. I call it 24/7 Live Culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
24/7liveculture.com. It started 6 years ago. It's a platform that encompasses entertainment, media, anything from daily news, from sports to hip hop to politics to hair care and beauty to lifestyle to music news to entertainment news. Anything that encompasses Black culture, we're putting out news that helps to uplift the public and tell truthful news out there, because that's what's needed in media and entertainment today, is truthful news and truthful voices that are going to pump out the real stuff that our community needs, not the constant I guess you could say gossip and negative imagery, right? That's being pumped out consistently. So that's where I put my focus into, is building a business like that, and that kind of encompasses everything. We do movies. We have several podcasts as well on our network.
Okay.
And we also do things like we have a film academy, which we're developing as well. So there's several different entities that we have with our platform. We've got a large social media following, so you guys can follow us on all social medias at 24/7 Live Culture. Tap in. There's so many dope creators that's on our platform.
So what was the first hut to 24/7? Like what was the, I gotta create this? What was the first little nugget? Like, this is gonna be a part of it, but it's gonna be so much more.
Like I said, I value time. So I was writing news articles for several different platforms.
Okay.
NFL News at the time, and it was cool, But I started to see at the time. Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee in the NFL, and it was causing a whole bunch of disruption as far as in the media and news, right? So I was writing some of those articles that was kind of I guess you could say, rubbing the other side of the fan base the wrong way, right?
Yeah.
Not that I care, right? But I was doing that in
risky pieces.
Right. So seeing that, I just started to see how people were reacting, you know what I'm saying? That type of deal. And, you know, I wanted to break off and do something that was just bigger than sports, that encompassed all of Black culture. And to be able to control my own voice and to be able to really just say what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And so I created the platform for that reason, to be able to have an opportunity for other creatives to say what they wanted to say. It wasn't to get into entertainment or anything like that. It was just to really put out something that we could have as a free voice, free speaking voice.
Free speaking across the board. So it doesn't really matter what message comes across. Is there any ever news piece that comes out that you don't necessarily agree with fully, or? I'm
very adamant to my team about not putting out who broke up with who on a relationship. You know, those types of things. I mean, I don't really. When I say write an article, you need to think about how's it gonna make you feel when you put this out. Yeah. You know, what would you think when you're reading this? Like, where's the art to this? Where's the art to this? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's energy for us to press publish and promote that. So why are we putting energy into things that don't serve us? So, you know, questions like that. I guess you can say even like DUIs, you know, people get arrested for stuff like that. Like, I don't want to know that.
No
you know
spotlight on the negatives.
You know, I don't want to know that Lil Killer is beefing with such and such, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's stuff that I don't really need to know about. You know what I'm saying? There's so many dope rappers out there that deserve a spotlight. So what we've done is actually going across the world and interviewed hundreds of artists. And giving them a platform which they wouldn't have gotten on bigger platforms. You know, so that's our deal, is to promote the real.
Creation for the people.
Absolutely.
You know serving the people. Serving the people. So a whole lot that we're going to get into, man. Is you ready? Even though we kind of started, you know what I'm saying? I asked you that question about creations to touch on a little bit of everything that you do. But when you touched on that first thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just how can you really skip over that and move into something else? So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely had to get in on that. But there's so much more on the menu, so much more food coming up out of this kitchen while the chef is chefing. Omar be straight cooking. How do you operate with a last name like Cook? Like,
man, I used to hate my last name, man. Like, cause you know, Cook, like, you know, everybody got
a joke,
right? Everybody got a joke, right? So, but now it just sits with me, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know, I really am here to cook some dope stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I like to think of myself as like Franklin on Snowfall, but I don't have no dope to sell. I'm selling dope for the mind. You feel me?
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I'm saying? So I got that for my people.
Yes, sir. You got a middle name?
Robert. That's my grandpa name. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know
Omar Robert Cook.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be right back here on the patio with ORC. Get your menu ready. Get your plates ready. Get your tasty appetites going on. Commercials coming up right now.
Yes, sir.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Rocking and rolling with the Patio PolitiCz. Omar Cook in the building. Still feeling good?
Oh, man, I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Got some things up your sleeve now, you know what I'm saying? The stove burners is all warmed up. The oven is heated up, you know what I'm saying? Everything is cut up, separated, and it's time to put it together and start serving the people.
Yes, sir.
Who, if anybody, because there's always a somebody, who in your life really stood out as, like, how do I really want to ask this? really helped you like gain focus towards the goals that you want to accomplish in life? Who, if there was anybody that helped you realize that?
Yeah, I had some amazing mentors, growing up. I'm thankful to see the amount of success that I was able to see as a youngin. I was able to see people progress in their success, and one focus that I was able to see was my mom. As a single mom with multiple kids, and striving to achieve the success that she did, getting a PhD, that type of deal. So I was able to see her really put her grind on,
work,
you know what I'm saying, and really, dive in and be on the computer and typing up stuff and giving her reports and still putting food on the table and that type of deal. So it really just showed me that anything is possible, and it don't matter like what circumstances you got. You could really be successful in any type of way. So that was a shining example, for sure. And then I had successful men in my family as well. Shout out to my dad, shout out to my stepdad too, and then shout out to all the mentors that I had as far as like sports coaches, man.
Yeah.
I played on successful sports teams as kids, so my coaches were valuable men that taught us how to carry ourselves the right way, taught us how to win, you know what I'm saying, and taught us how to put the work in to get wins too, you know what I'm saying. So my Uncle Prince, you know what I'm saying, he was a big factor in that too.
What sports exactly?
I grew up playing basketball, I was an AAU kid, you know what I'm saying. So my uncle, he runs a big time program called Aces basketball program. Grew up in that, and played for another team called All City Hoops. We had a pretty good team growing up, that type of deal, and I ended up transitioning to football in high school, and that ended up becoming my number one sport, where I then went on to play collegiate football and a few years of arena football.
Why did we stop?
Why did I stop? I mean, 4 years of arena football is a long time. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lifetime. Yeah,
it's a long time. So
wear and tear on the body.
Yeah, a lot of wear and tear on the body, man. And I had some opportunities. I would say was with the pandemic 2020. I was actually signed. I was actually playing down in Chicago with the team out there, and the pandemic hit, and ended up coming back home. Yeah. But also at the same time, my acting career was starting to pick up a little bit more.
Gotcha.
So I had got an opportunity to act on All American consistently, do more stunts, and it was conflicting with the season. Yeah. And one was wear and tear on the body, and then the other was like, okay, I'm making easier checks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I took this where I played enough for me at that point. So, I had a few injuries that kind of was like, all right.
Made the decision for you.
And chill, you know what I'm saying?
So was it like an easy transition?
Definitely, because I started to get opportunities within entertainment, like working for Madden, and then All American, doing some stunts with football. So in a sense, I was still involved athletically, whereas some guys are just kind of cold turkey after their career, right? Yeah. For me, I was still able to get out there and do what I love to do.
So you didn't have that pulling moment of, what do we do now? Where do we go? I want to go back to it.
Nah, definitely not. I actually retired in 2017. I tore my ACL. I was in Nebraska. Okay. And then I transitioned into coaching right after that. So I actually coached at Jackson State University during that time period, and Morehead State, and came back home. And then I ended up re-signing again in 2019. So I took a whole year and a half off to recover. So during that time period, I kind of just started to see what I wanted to do outside of football, that type of deal. And then obviously the opportunities for, entertainment started to roll in too. So once those opportunities started to roll in, it kind of just gave me like a different mindset. Like, all right, it's more out there for me. I don't have to just eat, sleep, ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, ball was life, but it's still way more to life than just ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very thankful for the path that I was able to, take.
Did those opportunities come straight from sports?
Yeah, 2016, I got an email from my agent. That's actually how I got into entertainment. It was an email from EA Sports to do an audition for Madden at USC at the time. I was actually in Orange County way at the time. Literally, it was 9 o'clock, bro, and it takes an hour to get to SC. You know what I'm saying? From there, right? So my stepdad was reading the email from it. He was communicating with my agent at the time, and a football agent. He was like, hey, this is a workout, you know what I'm saying, SC right now. Whoops, at 10, I'll register you, you know what I'm saying, on the way, that type. I said, all right, let me go, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't think about it, you know what I'm saying? I just grabbed my cleats, I didn't brush my teeth or nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Let me get over here, man.
I grabbed my stuff, and I got on the road, and I pulled up, And there was a lot of great talent out there, man. I ended up doing a workout for him, that type of deal, and I was the only dude that made the team that wasn't in the NFL or had NFL experience, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that was there that ended up making the 9-man roster at the time was former guys. So it kind of gave me a nice glimpse as to where I really was.
Mm-hmm.
And that led me into more opportunities. That one opportunity turned into I'm still working today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it just grew within you.
Absolutely.
That's dope. You never really hear transitional stories like that. It's always usually like, oh, it's been since I was a kid and and then I started writing.
Right.
So it's always good to hear everybody's journey to the destination or to the roads that they are traveling on. If you could change anything, if need be, about either side, what would you change?
Oh man, if I could change anything, I don't know that I would, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I really lived the life that I wanted to live, and I stood tall on my decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I went for what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I created a path that I wanted to create. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the best feeling for me, is being able to know that whatever I decided to do, it's because I put my energy and time into creating it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't wait on nobody to do it for me, whether it was ball. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it was ball and it was time for me to go play ball, I stood tall and feel like everybody else to handle my business. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way with this. You know, I ran into actor Brian White years ago.
Yeah.
And I had to ask him, you know, this was obviously early in my entertainment. You know, I said, you know, what is it that how do you navigate the industry? And I kind of told him who I was, you know what I'm saying, you know, my background with football. And he gave me some advice. He was like, you know, I played a background football player on The Best Man 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he said from there, they gave me an opportunity to do more auditions, and I've been on ever since, right? He said the same energy that you put into football, put it into acting, get your headshots and get you a reel, get some classes. So I said, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I took that advice and I just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I just know if I literally apply my energy to it, it's going to manifest into the way I want it to manifest. And that's the best feeling for me, is not knowing that I had to sell my soul to do anything. I went and got it.
Yeah. And you've done quite a lot in a short span of time. You want to reel off them accomplishments real quick?
Come on, man. You know, it ain't nothing too crazy.
I mean, nothing too crazy.
We got about 30 awards film-wise.
Just a menu.
We actually just won Best Podcast for Essence. Best Coach Minute right there. Coach Minute News. Shout out to the team.
Shout the pod out.
You already know. I got a 14-book series on Amazon called The Billionaire Book Club. It's for your mind, to help you get developed for young entrepreneurs, that type of deal. So tap in. It's got a 90-day prayer journal in there that you can follow for 90 days to align your business with God, that type of deal.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, I made... You know what I'm saying? I'm just very thankful, man. You know, I'm just very blessed to be here, you know. And I'm very thankful to be a young voice for other people that's coming up in the same path. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very enlightening path that I'm on, and I'm just very grateful to be able to talk to people and show that anything is possible.
Born and raised?
I was born in Riverside.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? My entire family's out here.
Okay.
In LA, so it makes sense for me to be out here this way right now.
You don't say you from LA, do you?
No, Riverside, California, man.
You know
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Message.
All right. Let me pull up. You know, a lot of people, they be out there in the IE talking about some LA this, LA that. I'm from, let's stop calling it what it ain't.
Come on, man.
Let's just call it what it is. You're out here in the Inland Empire.
That's
so
right.
Yeah. He said Riverside, California.
Come on, I rock with Riverside. You know what I'm saying? My people's out there. You know?
Yeah.
You know? But I got a lot of love for LA. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, my whole family out here. So you know, it's nothing but love. You know?
Is there any difference to you between Riverside and LA?
I mean, the fast pacedness of the city. You know what I'm saying? I would say Riverside Inland Empire is way more slow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of value both of them. You know what I'm saying? I like being out the way.
You need that peace.
Absolutely. I like that part of it. But I do like I'm a hustle and go get it type person. So this hustler city. So that's just how I wake up and go get it. You know, it's dope being around other creatives that are on the same type of wavelength.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's important to me that you said earlier, and I want to touch on again, is just the time factor. How are you able to orchestrate yourself into, okay, this is what I'm going to do with my time, and be able to financially stand by that? Because I feel like that's really sometimes the only breaking thing, a part of that situation is I want to be on my time. I want to do my own things, but I have to do X, Y, and Z, or I feel like I have to do X, Y, and Z to keep a roof over my head or to be able to do this, do that. Like, how did you navigate that?
Man, I went through a process, I went through a spiritual process, of aligning myself with what I really wanted to do. Prayer game had to up that a lot. I'm very adamant about my morning routine and getting my mind right. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's getting up and talking to God first. Yeah. Getting up and writing in my journal first, and writing out what I need to do, writing out my desires, affirming myself and my goals, that type of deal every single day. And meditating on what I want to experience. You know what I'm saying? I study a lot of people that are, I guess you can say, advanced in their careers. And the common practice that I've gathered from them is daily meditation and daily self-care. So I incorporated that into my lifestyle to be able to literally visualize what I want to experience. You know what I'm saying? And feel that, right? And then I also started to read a lot of audiobooks and read books more. I went on a deep dive of business books and self-help books, that type of deal. And I just started to pick and choose things that worked for me, you know what I'm saying? So I started to master my own self-discipline. Sure. And I started to master how I laid out my time throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. Being able to list out the tasks and goals that I need to accomplish from importance, to the amount of time that it was going to take, and doing that hour by hour. It's really a process, I guess, but I guess that's what makes you successful on the level that you want to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess you could say the process is killing your old self to become the new version of you.
What allotted you the opportunity?
I would just say life experiences, it's not like literally one thing. I feel like it's more so really accepting who I am. I've been through, I guess I could say, I've been on like top level sports teams where I've had top level achievements growing up and as a kid, and just across my lifetime. So I kind of have, it's kind of ingrained on me as far as what to do. It doesn't really matter the avenue of what I'm doing. It's just the same process each time.
I'm a champion in here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a champion. You know what I'm saying? You put the work in. You study what you need to be a leader in whatever field that you're in, and then you just apply your energy and time, and you plant those seeds. It's like they say, have the faith, right? Yeah. Well, nothing tests your faith more than actually starting a business. You know what I'm saying?
Message.
That's real. So,
man, the real. Hey,
some days you don't know if you're gonna make it to tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? That's been a real test. And me as a natural competitor, I embrace that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I embrace that, waking up to, I gotta go make it happen. I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
It's that wake up in the morning is you against me, but the you talking about is the mirror. It's like,
facts.
Who gonna win today?
That's facts, I let myself win against myself, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing, is defeating my own thoughts, defeating that inner doubt, that inner voice that says, man, shoot, this gonna take all day.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
The best competition you can have is yourself, because that's your first, I would say, biggest enemy is the mind. Once you get control of that, then things flip, and
absolutely
start to enjoy life and get into it.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get to everything else that's on the menu, but real quick, we gotta dash out and make sure that the orders is right, and you know what I'm saying, so that when it come out, people ain't gonna be sending it back. You feel? You know how that get down. You know what I'm saying? Patio Politics. We gonna be right back after these commercials.
This game is crazy, Dre. It's hard to trust niggas nowadays. And don't nobody give a fuck about loyalty anymore. It's every man for himself in these motherfucking streets, man.
You can trust me, my nigga. I'm rocking with you 100%.
Niggas, you ready to make some real money or what?
Been asking for undercover work. Here's your opportunity.
I'm all in, sir.
This ain't what they teach you in the academy training. Your whole life will be on the line out there.
Don't let this undercover shit go to your head. Leave that shit out there.
Take this. Time to earn your stripes, nigga.
I trust you'll bring back all of my money.
Cap
left and I told you this dude wasn't cut out for this shit.
Dude tried to kill me. I did what the fuck I had to do.
If you stick with me, I will make you a very rich man.
Ready to turn your passion into a career? At 24/7 LC Film Academy, we offer acting, screenwriting, and filmmaking classes with multiple options including Zoom and in-person classes in Los Angeles. Apply now and join our community.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Oh man, you wasn't rocking. You didn't just rock, did you?
Come on, man.
I mean, we might have to handle that off camera, man. You know, everybody that come, y'all better start rocking.
Yeah.
Y'all better be over there rocking with the Patio PolitiCz. Omar Cook here at the table, man. It's been good. It's been feeling real energetic. You know what I'm saying? Has it hit the mark the way that you hoped it would hit the mark?
Oh man, this is a great experience for me. I'm never gonna forget this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Riders for Life, man.
Yeah, man. You're involved in a lot of acting and projects and things of that nature. One project we definitely just got done touching on. In real time, filming and things of that nature, the council too. Y'all be on the lookout for that if it's not already available for you to look at. But outside of that, your initial beginnings with acting, you talked about going on auditions and things of that nature. What was it like coming around here for an audition? And how did that come about? How'd you find out and things of that nature?
Man, so I came here and I did the Council 2 audition. I booked the role, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
How did I find you guys, man? I think I found you guys on social media. I want to say it was I saw the casting post, that type of deal, right?
Okay.
To be honest, and this might sound crazy, when I got the script and the sides, whatever, and I saw that it was in person, I said, "Oh, it's booked."
Yeah, this me.
That is booked.
This me. This it right here.
So I already knew what time it was. Like I wasn't even nervous or nothing when I came in here. Like I just kind of already knew it's mine.
Yeah.
And I kind of got that thought process. If it's in person, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
which it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Which it was.
But that takes obviously a lot of hours put in. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that character was for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you have problems like making it your own, or was it just a seamless transition?
Man, I've watched so many movies like Men's Society and Boys in the Hood, Belly, them some of my favorite movies. So playing a character like Stone in this movie where he was kind of like the hardcore criminal that was associated with, I ain't gonna give everything, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So, but playing a character like that was, it was fun.
Yeah.
I like playing the villain, you know what I'm saying? I do play a villain in a lot of different movies. I will play some more lawyer doctor types. I told my mom stop,
stop,
going crazy in these movies like that. You know what I'm saying? So but this one, you're gonna have to accept this one, man.
Yeah, ideal role. What is it?
Oh man, ideal role. I just want to play like a biopic of someone. Like, I don't really have a name to it, but I would definitely want to play like a major biopic.
You want to act out somebody's life.
Yeah.
Whose life is interesting enough? It's got to be somebody that's pulling you.
There's some interesting people that I really admire, but I don't necessarily know that I look like them at this current moment, or that type of deal. One of my favorite athletes was Muhammad Ali. I just love what he stood for. He stood tall on his own ideals. Being a heavyweight champion of the world and saying, no, I'm not finna go to the draft is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if our athletes today could have that type of, that within them that would say, I don't want to go and do that. You know what I'm saying? And stand and not go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's a tough decision.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to him. I grew up reading his book. I read a book on him when I was early, and I thought he was such a dope person. Who else? I really admired people like I guess you could say like the Black Panthers leaders at the time, man. Like they stood up in a time period where nobody else was really being that type of voice, and You offering free breakfast to kids, and you doing things for the community. So those type of men are people that could definitely get a portrayal from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody along those natures, along that type of nature. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even have to act in it. I would love to actually like direct like the Nipsey Hussle story or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be dope. I'm sure they got some plans or whatever, whatnot. But I think a biopic like that, where you're telling somebody that is in this generation and is that big, his biopic gonna be crazy.
Yeah, down crazy. Speaking about directing, what's that transition from like acting over to now I'm behind the camera? What mindset is that for you?
Man, it was natural for me because I coached football as well. So coaching collegiate football gave me opportunity to coach people that were near my age.
Yeah.
And still have to have the authority in the room. And be very analytical and very motivational at the same time.
Yeah.
And still have to make those tough decisions while telling somebody that they did this wrong and saying it in the proper way.
How do I see it? Right. It's a fine line.
You know what I'm saying? That part. So I think that experience alone just allowed me to transition to directing actors.
Yeah.
And directing a set, and just knowing what I want is important. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what I want to see from the actual entire production, from the actors, is big. So I feel like it flows easily, and I have a good team behind me. Shout out to my boy Adonis, you know what I'm saying, and then shout out to anybody else that works for me, Wesley Pate, Fedora Evermore, and the list goes on, you know what I'm saying. We got a dope team at 24/7, and I'm dope for myself, but I'm really nothing without the squad behind me, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. To be a leader, just be in a space to lead people is definitely just a fortunate gift, I would say. An experience that I would ask that everybody experience in their life, you know what I'm saying? Some people are called out to be leaders, a lot of people are not, but still I would say give it a crack at it to see what type of leader you are. Because at the end of the day, there's one person that you definitely have to lead through this world, and that is yourself. So
for sure,
figuring it out at some point in time works out. Is there anything creatively that you have not dipped your fingers into that you would like to?
Oh man, one thing I do want to do is develop a conglomerate of radio stations. So that's kind of like my next thing. There is
we talking about straight play, like an XM type thing, or we talking radio?
I mean the whole nine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, different stations for different folks.
Got you.
I would like to essentially have a network of podcasts. That's one avenue, and then also have the radio with the journalism mixed as well, and then obviously the movie route. So that would kind of round out, what we're doing here.
It'd be crazy if there was like an umbrella that like covered all of that.
Come on, man.
Across the board.
It's
just who knows? I mean, you just got to be paying attention to stuff, I guess.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
It's fun working together. Man. Definitely fun working together, especially when it's on one of those cases where you got a Power Ranger situation where we all come together and make the Megazord and like really take it down. Talk about that in a sense. Like what is it like to work with another affiliate that's doing the same type of work that you do and we on the same level?
Man, I think it's huge. Really partnering with people that's on the same thought process. Literally, because there's so much room out here for us to eat. You know what I'm saying?
So much.
There's so much room.
Everybody not acting like it, but it's so much.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I working in this industry and elevating a little bit, you start to see like the dog-eat-dogness.
It's really not dog-eat-dog. Y'all just some greedy dogs.
That part. You know what I'm saying? It's navigating it. You know what I'm saying? It's navigating those type of people and navigating who you really want to work with. So, I mean, people like y'all is a great collaboration for us, to be able to even just cross promote products and services and that type of deal. So I'm just very thankful to have a group of community that I can come and talk to and sit down and feel comfortable with, and be able to work on your projects, vice versa, you know what I'm saying? And who knows, future collaboration projects, you know what I'm saying? I think that's how you get ahead, networking across rather than trying to network up. There's people that I don't even know. So I'm, sometimes it's like, why would I want to network with, why would I want to partner with them? We haven't even sat down and had a drink coffee, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. Whereas I know people that's doing stuff. We could do something together.
We can have more than just a pot of coffee. You know what I'm saying? We get down to the nitty gritty.
Absolutely. So, just using people that's around you is big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most tedious part about what you do is,
the most tedious part. There's a lot of tedious parts. I would say running the podcast network is pretty tedious. Managing all the shows, managing the talent, and then getting them out on time, making sure that the social medias is up. 'Cause we have 8 podcasts on our network, so it's not just one, right? We got to do.
And everyone is different.
Everyone is different, right? You know what I'm saying? But I think that's been the biggest time-consuming portion of what I would do. And then I would even say post-production in movies. You know what I'm saying? That's way more time than I ever thought of. You know what I'm saying? Way more time.
Yeah.
So, man.
2 minutes.
Right.
That'll take you 2 hours.
Hey,
Easy.
More time spent in the post than
actual spent. Yeah.
That type of
you didn't
deal,
have days on set.
Man, so for anybody that's looking to shoot a movie, understand that you're going to spend more time on the back end doing anything that you're going to do on camera. You know what I'm saying? But it's enjoyable. You know what I'm
very
saying?
enjoyable. That was going to be my next question.
Right.
The most enjoyable facet of everything that you do.
The most enjoyable, man. Seeing the reactions of our fans, our subscribers, our people that support us, whether it's family or friends, you know what I'm saying, or even just random strangers. I think that's huge for me. Reading someone that was inspired by whatever it was that we put out, whether it's an article, whether it's a movie, that type of deal, and just seeing the support. Our socials have grown across the board, whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Threads, that type of deal, and we're just grateful for everybody that shows love, and I'm just excited to continue to connect with more people over the years.
Oh, well, speaking of which, you're excited to connect with more people over the years. Well, we're going to take the time out of the year right now to connect with some more people. Tell them how they could get in touch with you.
Y'all can follow me at Omar Cook _ on my Instagram and Twitter. Then you guys can follow our social media for our business page, which is 247LC on Twitter, 247 Live Culture on Instagram and Facebook and Threads, TikTok, 247LC. Tap in, you know what I'm saying? Love y'all.
Tap in. How we usually do here on the patio. You know what I'm saying? We bring y'all somebody fresh, somebody dope. Y'all get to know them. Y'all tap in. We continue the relationship. We grow bigger and larger. We come together and we make a difference. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all liking. Make sure y'all subscribing. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, that ding ding, so you know when we around town. But if you don't know, every Tuesday, 6 p.m., every last Thursday of the month, we talking Dirty After Dark. You know how it goes down. Shout outs to all other patio sponsors. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. I have been one King Mac Millie. This has been the chef of the hour, Omar Cook. The menu is delectable and delicious, and I'm about to dig into it. Hope y'all enjoyed it too as well. Patio Politics, y'all know how it goes down. See y'all next week.
We don't do trends, we trendsetters.